Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the newest movie from Quentin Tarantino, and this movie is set in 1969 Los Angeles, where we have multiple storylines and a modern fairy tale tribute to the final moments of the golden age of Hollywood back in the 1960s. TV star Rick Dalton and his longtime stunt double, Cliff Booth, make their way around an industry they hardly recognize anymore. And what happens is they have to try and figure out how to stay alive and survive this whole thing in the golden era of 1960s. I'm not going to really go too much into the story, because if I go too much to the story, it's going to be really long review. I was decided to see this movie because it was Quentin Tarantino. Anything Quentin Tarantino does is awesome. He has not made a bad movie yet. This is a great film. This is a great movie. He once again does a fantastic job here. Now, this is not one of his best movies, but this is an overall nice love letter to the 1960s, and that's what I really appreciate with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is a nice love letter to the film. You have a lot of pop culture references in here too, which I really enjoy. I didn't expect that, because this does take place in the 1960s, so I really like that. Even the title itself is like a reference to Once Upon a Time in the West and Once Upon a Time in America. And I gotta say, the acting in this movie is strong. The acting in this movie is really strong. A lot of great actors in this movie. You got a lot of great acting in this movie. Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Emile Hirsch, Damian Lewis, the late Luke Perry, Nicholas Hammond, Al Pacino, Scoot McNamara, Dakota Fanning, Maya Hawke, the daughter of Ethan Hawke, sexy as all hell. Even in Stranger Things, she was a nice introduction there. She was pretty beautiful. Loved her. Margot Robbie for the little scenes that she's given. Danielle Harris, Lena Dunham, Lorenza Izzo, Margaret Qualley, all the performances in this movie are great. I love all the performances in this film. And she's the daughter of Andy McDowell. So that was pretty awesome. She's the daughter of Andy McDowell. Nice. Great. You have a great cast. Tarantino uses everyone to his full advantage. The issue here is that the whole thing with Bruce Lee and Sharon Tate isn't entirely correct, but this movie handles Sharon Tate a lot better than The Haunting of Sharon Tate, which, ooh, I don't want to talk about that, because I'm going to get to that, and when I do, it's going to be a hell of a rant. I don't mind the whole change they gave to Sharon Tate. I don't mind the whole change. The soundtrack is very 1960s oriented, and I like that. It's a lot of 1960s music, because this does take place in the golden age of Hollywood. And this movie was pretty funny at times. This movie is pretty funny than I expected it to be. and the music is just really good. There's a lot of references to a lot of movies. 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Rosemary's Baby. There's a lot of pop culture references I thoroughly enjoy. My only sort of issues with the movie is there's not much character development here going for a few of these characters, and at times the film does feel a little too long, because this movie is 2 hours and 41 minutes long, and while I don't have a problem with a long movie because it is Quentin Tarantino and this is what he does, I kind of feel like if you would trim the fat just a teeny tiny little bit, this would easily be a seal of approval. But all in all, from the direction and writing and cinematography aspects are great. From the acting, because of the pop culture references, and again, this is the last movie to feature Luke Perry, who died earlier this year during season 3 of Riverdale. And this is one of his last projects with Riverdale, so it's pretty sad to see him go, but the guy was a great actor. Rest in peace, Luke Perry, you will be missed. So all in all, I gotta give Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for its interesting story, for the soundtrack, for the direction and writing, for what this movie was trying to do. I'm gonna give Once Upon a Time in Hollywood a better than Vampire Academy. It's not silver approval worthy, but you got pretty darn close. So let me know what you guys think of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood down below. What is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? What's your least favorite? My favorite Quentin Tarantino movies are Kill Bill and Django Unchained. My least favorite, though, is Death Proof, but I like all of his movies equally. So be sure to follow my social media links in the description box down below. You guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness.